Our democracy. Some of my Republican friends and some of my Democratic friends even occasionally say, well, if you can't get the votes by executive order, you're going to do something. Things you can't do by executive order unless you're a dictator. We're a democracy. We need consensus.
All right, but he's now Mr. Executive Order. Have you seen the footage? He's signing everything, executive order after executive order, everything from who can play on the girls' team to the Paris Climate Accord, all that stuff. That's what he loves to do, according to his own definition, very dictator-like. But the left-leaning media eating it all up.
You've got to give it to Joe Biden. It wasn't just the 4 executive orders or areas today. From the very beginning, he started rolling back really toxic things that Donald Trump had done.
I commend his executive order today related to HUD and the 4 executive orders that he signed.
It's great that this administration is using executive order to, undo much of the Trump era.
These changes and these executive orders and actions are coming none too soon.
All right. Whatever happened to dictators governed by executive orders? All right. Here's something. Josh Hawley, the Republican senator from Missouri, boy, he's going through a tough time right now. But, Senator, whatever I can do, because I think you did the right thing, standing up and objecting to the electoral count and asking for a little bit more consideration, I think was the right thing to do. But of course, they're blaming you now for everything that went wrong since the violence and all that stuff. Here's what Joe Scarborough said. What did Donald Trump used to call him? Psycho Joe? Yeah, Psycho Joe. Here's what Joe Scarborough had to say about the senator.
And he's a seditionist. He led an insurrection. He's responsible for cops being murdered. He's responsible for everything that we saw. He was at the forefront of it. And of course, he's shameless. He's still shameless about all of that. He hasn't apologized to America. But he needs to apologize even, the people that raised him, people that taught him, people that, they're ashamed of him. He goes to Stanford and Yale, and he uses it for evil. He uses it to kill Capitol cops. He uses it to start seditions against the United States of America.
All right, I'm going to cut him some slack. He's married to Mika, after all. Just kidding. All right, I think it's over the top as usual.
You just watched Newsmax TV, America's fastest growing cable news channel, now in more than 70 million homes. You can get Newsmax TV on your cable system or check your cable guide. And if your system doesn't carry Newsmax, call them, tell them you want Newsmax TV, because we're real news for real people.